ThoughtDial.net. If you start there, you will see a summary of 9 numbers, from 1 to 9, which describes a typical cycle of a project, of a life, of a day. We are surrounded by cycles, and I, as a holistic life coach, am an expert in finding those cycles and finding out where in the tide of time we are individually and together. So when the tide is going out, this is a good time to be holding on and waiting for the tide to come back in. If you knew that, you wouldn't be fighting against the tide, because you'd know, in 2 days, these things will be easier. So, a guy named Sidney Omar created a book in 1959 called The ThoughtDial. I've pulled out the essence of the ThoughtDial, summarizing it in 2 pages. One is about what's on our mind, what's in our subconscious, what's our subconscious trying to tell us. And the second one is how to find lost objects. These 2 very useful tables are available free, ThoughtDial.net. I got into this because when I was 12 years old, Sidney Omar sat down with me and said, "My boy, give me 3 numbers." And so, just thought of 3 numbers. Let's see. How about 1, 5, and 6? So you add those together, and you add up to 12. And then you add the 1 and the 2 together, and it's 3. But Sidney just immediately said, 1, 5, and 6. Your life is full of activities, and you don't have enough time in the day to do everything that you want to do. And I was amazed. How did he know this? Could he read my mind? Had he been following me in some way? What was in those numbers that gave him this information? And that's the magic that is inside the ThoughtDial. And rather than ask people to read the ThoughtDial, I came up with Know Your Cycles. It's a website, it's a YouTube location where you can learn about your cycles. And the ThoughtDial, ThoughtDial.net, is a summary of that. When you go to ThoughtDial.net, you can download the basic document that helps us understand the cycle. I look forward to helping you become more aware of your cycles. And what's nice is that for the first time, this list is now also in Spanish. Thank you. Scribed.com is the location where you can find this book. Yes, that's right. The entire book is on Scribed. But to make it even easier for you, if you go to ThoughtDial.net, you will find this series of 4 boxes. 2 are in English, 2 are in Spanish. And they're basically just the essence of this book. What does your subconscious want to tell you, and how to find lost objects?